Welcome, welcome, how do you do? Happy to meet you, happy to see you. Welcome, welcome, how do you do? Happy to see you, my friends. Hello children, and welcome to today's Bible lesson. We've been learning about how God cares about people. And today, we are still going to learn about how God cares for His people. Let's close our eyes and pray. Dear God, we thank you for today's Sunday school. We pray that you will help us to learn our Bible lesson and to remember it so that we can always know that you care about us, your people. Amen. So, like I said, we've been learning about how God cares for His people. So let's go and listen to a song, and then when we come back, we will do another lesson today. Welcome back, children. I hope you enjoy the song. In today's true story from the Bible, we will be learning from 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 24 to chapter 7, all the way to verse 16. So the people of Israel were surrounded by their enemies, and so they did not have any food, and they were hungry. The things that were in the market were so expensive. There was nothing for them to eat, and they were all so hungry. And they came to their king and told them that they were very, very hungry. And this made the king so sad. But he was also angry, and angry at Elisha. Remember Prophet Elisha from last week's Bible lesson? Well, we don't know why the king was angry with Elisha, but we know that he was very, very angry. So he sent a servant to Elisha. When the servant got to Elisha, he told him, "Don't worry, tomorrow by this time, there will be so much food and we will all be full. Nobody will be hungry again." Not everybody believed Elisha. But then what could they do? They still didn't have food. Now there were also 4 lepers. And lepers are people who have skin diseases. And so they had to live outside the city. They could not come near people because of their skin disease. And they were all living away from everybody. These 4 lepers were also very hungry. But if they come into the city, there is no food. So they decided, how about we go to the enemy camp? Even though they are enemies, we might find food there. And if we don't find food there, we will still die anyway. So let's just go and check and see if we'll find food there. So they got up and they went to where the enemies were. But you know what God did? On their way, God made the sound on their feet get so loud. So as they were walking, it was boom, boom, boom. And the enemies got frightened. And guess what happened? They ran away. And they left their food, they left their clothes, they left everything behind. And the lepers came, and now suddenly they were no more hungry. There was so much food. They ate and they were full. And they decided, we shouldn't be selfish. We need to tell everybody that there is food at this place. So they went back to the city and they called back all their friends and the people in the city. And they said to them, come, we have found food. There's good news. We found food. So they all came and they got food to eat and they were no longer hungry. And remember what Elisha told them? That there will be so much food that food will not be expensive again. And that was exactly what happened. Food was no longer expensive because now they had found food in the enemy camp and everybody was no longer hungry. Everybody found food to eat. You see? So God now showed his people how much he cared for them. God showed them that indeed he cared about them. You see, when we are friends with God, he is always so caring and he provides us all our needs. God cared for his people by giving them food and by rescuing them from their enemies. The enemies ran away and left them, and so they were free from their enemies. That is the same way God cares for us when we are his children. If you are not God's child and you are not God's friend and you would like to become a friend of God, close your eyes with me, let's pray. Dear God, I thank you for your lesson today. I want to become your friend. I pray that you will help me to be your friend and you help me to know that you truly care for me. In Jesus' name, amen. If you said that prayer, then you need to rejoice because you are now God's friend. Let's go and listen to another song, and then when we come back, I'll ask you some questions to see if you remember what we learned today.
Just like the birds in the sky so high, God takes care of me, he takes care. Just like the moon and the stars at night, God takes care of me, he takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, he takes care. God takes care of me, he takes care. Just like the lilies in the field that grow, God takes care of me, he takes care. Just like the fireflies when they glow, God takes care of me, he takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, he takes care. God takes care of me, he takes care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. Oh, oh, you take care. God takes care of me, he takes 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 care.
Welcome back, children. I want to ask you a few questions to see if you were listening. So what happened in the city? The answer is the city was surrounded by enemies, and so the people were very hungry. The second question, what did Elisha say to the king? Elisha said, tomorrow by this time, there will be so much food and people will not be hungry anymore. And what did the 4 lepers do? They told the good news to the people that now there was food for them and they didn't have to be hungry anymore. If you got all the questions right, clap for yourselves. You've done very well. Now let's pray and end today's lesson. Dear God, thank you for teaching us your word today. Thank you for teaching us that you care for your people. Help us to also care about all those around us, those in our family, in our schools, and even for our friends. Help us to show your care to everyone that we meet. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hello friends, it's a pleasure to meet with you once again. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. It is now time for us to learn our memory verse for today. Our memory verse for today is taken from Psalm 107 verse 1. Psalm 107 verse 1. Let's read from the Bible first. Okay. It says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Psalm 107 verse 1. Let's take it one more time. Psalm 107 verse 1. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Psalm 107 verse 1. All right, let's now put our Bibles away. Can we close our eyes at this point and try to memorize the verse together? Okay, Psalm 107 verse 1. Okay. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Psalm 107 verse 1. Can we repeat it one more time? Psalm 107 verse 1. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." I hope you got it right. Okay, let's try something else. Can we stand to our feet? At this point, let's stand on one leg, just the left leg, and try to repeat it after me. Psalm 107 verse 1. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Psalm 107 verse 1. Let's try it one more time. Psalm 107 verse 1. "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Thank you all.
God will take care of me. He'll give me what I need. God will take care of me. He will do what's best. God gives friends who care for us and families who take care of us. God gives food we like to eat. God gives us everything. God will take care of me. He'll give me what I need. God will take care of me. He will do what's best. God gives friends who care for us and families who take care of us. God gives food we like to eat. God gives us everything. God will take care of me. He'll give me what I need. God will take care of me. He will do what's best. God will take care of me. He'll give me what I need. God will take care of me. He will do what's best.
Hi little friends, and you're all welcome to the Art and Crafts Corner. Before we start, did you enjoy the story Auntie Genevieve told you? I did. So for today, it's very simple. We are going to color the picture you see right here. I believe Mommy and Daddy has printed this out for you. And I believe you have your crayons and color pencils as well. I have here my colored pencils, but you can use crayons too, it's fine. So we're going to begin by coloring. And it's always best to color in one direction. So you can go up and down or left and right. And you can use any color you want. It doesn't necessarily have to follow what I have done. So I have orange here, and I am coloring out the castle, as you can see. Is everybody coloring? Isn't coloring fun? So when you're done, you should have a very beautiful picture just like this one. And don't worry, your coloring doesn't have to be too perfect. Now, you will notice that I have cut out my pictures. And the reason is we are going to stick it onto this box and create a story box. It's okay if you don't have a box. You can just stick to your picture. But if you have a box at home, it could be a cookie box or a candy box, any one you decide to use. So when you have one, all you have to do is to cut out the pictures and get this just like I have done. So in cutting out your pictures, please let mommy and daddy help you with it. So the next thing we are going to do is to stick them onto our box. Now, we'll start by turning the picture upside down and just put some glue at the edges. Just like this. So let's take the next one. Now you have to be careful to stick it according to how the story goes. Okay. So the first one, the city was surrounded by the enemy. The 4 lepers and the people in the city were starving. The next one is, Elisha told the king, God will send food tomorrow. So this is the next picture we are going to be sticking. Can you see this too? Isn't it looking lovely already? The next one is, the 4 lepers went to the enemy to ask for food. God had made the enemy frightened. They had run away, leaving all the food behind. So like I said, you have to let it follow. So after this one, we are going to stick this one here. And the last picture is this. The 4 lepers quickly told the good news to the city. God had done what he said he would do, just like he always does. And there we have it, a very beautiful story box. Isn't it looking lovely and easy as well? So do you know what? This is all we have for this week, but there's a little surprise to it. You can use this box for so many things. You can put so many things inside. And so for me, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some of my colored pencils and place them inside. Just like this. Isn't it lovely? So whenever I want a colored pencil, all I have to do is to just go back and read the stories. And if you can't read, that's fine. I'm sure the pictures will help you to tell the story too. So what would you put in your box? I want you to think about it and have a lovely week.
Hey, let's say a little prayer before we start our day. Let us thank God for the lovely things He has given us. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. God's love is so wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, you can't get over it. So deep, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get around it. Oh, wonderful love. Let us sing it again for all that He has given us.